Like, and it's just early. That's all.
Yeah, it is.
But it's funny because I was thinking about this yesterday too, and now there's a story in the news that kind of goes along with it. When I was trying to figure out who to take to the really kick-ass party last night, Alina said, "Well, why don't you take the SS Michael?" Remember him?
Oh my God!
From years
Yeah.
ago. Actually, you know what? The last time I saw him was like October 28th last year.
Was he wearing a half shirt?
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, you know what he wore, right?
Right. Oh, that was the diaper thing.
Yeah, because he went to West Hollywood as Cupid.
Right.
And that's when I had to break up with him.
I understand.
But he was handsome.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yummy.
sweet. Nice kid.
Nice, great guy, great body.
But he only made it like a second, right? He was only there a week.
I think I dated him for like 2 months or something.
Oh, really?
Or a month. Yeah, 2 months. Yeah, well, I think it was all of October and the one before that.
Whatever
September.
one comes. There we go. Good, because I didn't know.
So anyway, yeah, so I was like, well, I don't know. I haven't seen him in a year. And then it was so funny because I go, Alina, I can't invite him. He'll wear the wrong outfit. You know, he'll totally wear the wrong outfit. And it's so funny because all of you have those moments in life where you're embarrassed. Well, especially your wife. When you're embarrassed or your partner, you know, you're just like, are you kidding me? Don't be that person. Oh, my God. And now there's the perfect story to accompany this.
Okay.
Because I was going to talk about it a little bit, and then Jack gives me a story that, like, it's like you knew, Jack. It's
Look
like
at you go.
It's like we called each other at 4 and had a conference call about this.
Well, you should. Yeah, see? You totally did that.
Well, we got a memo that we should have a conference call every day at 4.
A.M.?
4 p.m.
Oh, okay.
So, Jack, remember when I called you and I said, you know what I'm going to talk about tomorrow? I'm going to talk about how you're embarrassed by your partner and that I didn't take the SS Michael to a party because I was afraid what he's going to wear. And then you came up with this. Thank you, Jack. That B-Rad is right on.
I guess he was right.
Yeah.
That 4 o'clock call really pays off.
Anyway, here's the deal. I don't know what you
Watch me pretend I wasn't on that call and be shocked and surprised, even though I know everything she's about to say.
Right. Here's the deal. I don't know what you do when this happens to you. You're a senator, right? And you're prim, you're proper, you wear cufflinks.
Right.
And you have a wife that wears, you know, a skirt, a jacket, and the blouse that tucks into her skirt.
Yeah, the little Chanel suit.
Right.
Right.
And she's very conservative, and she probably has that bump in her belly. You know,
A pooch?
Yeah, a pooch. You know, she's conservative. She's
She's conservative. Like, that's part of the uniform, the pooch.
Yeah, well, it goes with the conservative. And then she has, like, control top pantyhose on and probably some flats.
Well, she changed completely for me.
Oh, you had her as hot?
Once we agreed on the Chanel suit, no, I just didn't have the pooch, and I had her in heels.
No, she's in flats.
Okay.
Anyway, so she goes to a garden center, right?
Your kind of place.
I love garden centers. They are my kind of place.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she got some mulch, and it was in her basket, you know, and she just kind of slid it from the wall of mulch into her basket so she didn't have to have a lot of effort.
Right.
Well, then she takes it out to her car, but she can't get it into her car, and she can't find anybody to help her get it into her car.
Right. A bag of mulch can be very heavy.
Well, she was apparently upset. She did not get help loading the mulch into her car, and there's a woman right next to her being assisted.
Right.
So witnesses told police, ooh, you know something's bad because there's witnesses and there's police.
And they're telling the police. There's not just witnesses and police and they're separate. They've come together to make one scene.
Right.
Right.
That she then pushed the bag of mulch behind the woman's car that was getting help, preventing her from leaving the store. Then the woman came out and said, dude, why you put the mulch behind my car? Well, then the senator's wife just smacked her several times.
Nice. Not that I know anything about this story because it's news to me.
Right.
But I suspect the senator's wife hit her to the head and the body several times, showing some pugilistic prowess I think.
And I think.
It's
too bad that you used that nice little word and then you said I think.
Pugilistic prowess?
Yeah, because you can't really follow it up with such a
But didn't she
piss poor sentence.
Hook to the body and stuff?
Mine doesn't have that. Perhaps you heard something.
No, I read something.
Oh.
Okay, I know a little something about this story. Yes, she hit her to the head and body with several blows.
Mine just said that she yelled at her, cussed at her, allegedly struck the woman several times. What happened to this girl?
She just went Right over the edge.
I mean, was it the flats? Was it the bunion? Was it the too tight pantyhose? Was it the line down her belly after she knows she takes off the pantyhose that like is sending her over the edge?
I don't know. All I know is I was sent over the edge because I thought Mulch was a person when I read this story.
Oh boy, you might want a napski.
Yeah. The whole time it said the senator's wife was really upset because someone got help with Mulch ahead of her. And I thought, well, this Mulch guy must be an ass to really need that much help with her.
So you thought it was like, what's that M word in that TV show? The mullet, you know.
Is this kind of like
Molar or Mauler. Molar. No.
What TV show?
I'm thinking, Jack. The Molar, right?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, it's a damn shame, that's all.
See, I read this. Sources told News 4 that Mrs. Bacchus was upset because another customer was getting help with Mulch ahead of her. And I thought Mulch was a person because I wasn't reading it as Mulch. I don't think I've ever seen the word Mulch in print before.
You've never seen the word mulch in print.
Well, it's early and I was up late. I might have, but I was sure Mulch was a person in this story. You know
so
how
funny. I heard you guys talk
oh, you
about
did?
this.
I was going to say, you know how sometimes you start the break with, so I was talking to Jack?
Yeah, you got one.
I got one.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to Jack.
Pirate man.
And guess what we did?
What?
We outlined Ben Franklin's day.
Yeah, I ignored y'all, but as we were coming back to the big show, I thought they have a point.
Yeah. I pointed out to Jack that I have been awake 61. I figured it out. 61 of the last 72 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I always say I sleep 4 hours a night. If somebody says, wow, you do this and you do that, yeah, I sleep about 4 hours a night. Well, that's crap, I think.
Why?
And I really believe it because I've really been only slept 4 hours a night as a constant. You have 20-hour days every day. I couldn't do this for an extended period of time, and I truly believed I always worked or stayed up 20 hours a day, and I can't have done it.
Well,
I'm so confused as to where I am.
I think as a what do they do? You know when they sleepy high.
See?
When they put all the numbers together, I think it's what's that word? You know when you get one number out of a bunch of numbers.
Sum?
Mulder.
Mulch.
Never mind. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. So then Jack said, you read about Ben Franklin, and I just happened to finish the biography on him, so I know you're right. Says he only slept 4 hours a night. And I had stimuli the last 3 days. What was there for Ben to do all day? Reading eventually puts me to sleep. You vent a little electricity, sign an important document, and your day is kind of done.
Statistically.
Oh, that's the word.
The first lucid thing I've said all morning, and she ends it with statistics.
Well, I was having a panic attack, Jack, and you said some, and he said Mulder. Anyway, yeah. How many hours did they say Ben got?
21 hours a day he would be up. 3 hours a day he slept. I don't believe it now.
Well, you know what though?
He is fat.
Oh, I'm gonna do something you guys hate because I love this guy and I know you hate him and I don't care. But Anthony Robbins.
I don't hate him at all.
Okay, I love him. God.
I don't love him, but I don't hate him at all.
I love him. Anthony Robbins, that girl that was doing my laser, she also talked to me about sabotaging my relationships. Well, good
Right.
news, she threw in Anthony Robbins. She said that she went to one of his seminars, and he said if you eat all your like greens and water and all this stuff, blah, 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 that he only sleeps 4 hours a night.
Right.
It's because his body, he takes care of his body and all this crap.
You know what?
And he feeds it and stuff.
I think he does what I do. I would have sworn to you up until today that I always sleep 4 hours a day. What happens is
Statistically, I do.
4 hours a day.
Yes.
Right, if you average it out.
Yeah, statistically, I
Yeah.
sleep 4 hours a day.
Maybe I don't know because I did not.
Or average.
Can I point out right now?
Or the sum.
I did not go to math college or any other college today. So I'm not sure about the statistics on.
Do you
on
go
this.
to bed by, like, let's say midnight every night?
Not always.
Okay. Well, anyway, you can figure out the statistics. I know
Yeah,
that's
I
smart.
can
Yeah.
figure out the average.
Yeah, but anyway, so Anthony Robbins says that because he eats all this green crap and blah, 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 he only sleeps like 3 or 4 hours a night. And that our bodies are, if you treat them right and feed them right, that's how many hours you need. Although Al Gore, and I added Algo. I am aware of this.
Mulder.
Although Al Gore says he needs 10 hours.
I'm with Al.
Say, I'm so not with Al.
No, because if you wake up at
You're not
3:45, do the backtracking of that.
I'll
2,
go to
1,
bed at
12, 11,
5.
10,
That's
9,
okay.
8, 7, 6, 5:45.
My intention is to go to bed during the meeting today.
Me too.
Yeah.
But you have to go to bed at 5:45, Jack, to get up. What time we get up?
I wish I could.
Well, maybe it's
I
because
don't like this show today.
for me, of the last 72 hours being awake, 61 of them, I've also been talking the whole time. I said to
Oh
Jack,
God, that's gotta be annoying.
because I said to Jack,
I mean, to everybody else.
it actually hurts to think about talking. I said, which thing do I do next? He goes, do the say it and win. And I looked up and I said, wow, it hurts to think about talking. So
Well-
maybe it's just that I've been working for 61 of 72
And
hours.
and by the way, we got it easy, so please don't
Yeah,
think that we're
absolutely.
bitching, because I know that Audritism works her butt off, and I have nothing to complain about when I go around her, and 2 kids. She works, and I'm not kidding. Like, we don't work 20 hours
Absolutely.
a day.
No heavy lifting.
No, and like Monica's parents both work in the factory,
Right.
so we have nothing to bitch about. So we're not, we're not. I guess we are, but we understand.
Comparatively speaking, we're not.
Exactly.
Actually, that's what got me through last night. I thought, you know what? A lot of waitresses working double shifts. A lot of people do. That's what got me through last night. But even though, unlike the waitress, we do have it easy, but it's still the same amount of hours. We do, we're allowed to be fatigued. We're just not
but
allowed to
I
bitch.
don't know. They bust their ass.
Yes.
And it was funny yesterday. I'm sitting there and I'm so tired, and we're all tired. I haven't met anybody that's not tired. I have to admit to you. Have you ever met anybody that goes, when you go, hey, how are you? Or whatever, they're like, I'm awake.
No.
Everybody has some form of fatigue in their life and tiring situations and blah, blah, blah. So yesterday, when I have the opportunity to set this close, you can't see how close I'm saying, but a big fish away from
Right. That's everybody's got it now.
from the Eagles, and I sat there and I was like, I'm so tired. I don't think I can even get ready. I thought, don't be that old person. I mean, it is
That's what
all we
got
can
me
do
through.
to get my grandma to go to Denny's because she's too tired.
Oh, she's your grandma.
No, but you know what I mean? You think, oh my God, it's just Denny's. You just have to eat and go back to bed.
Doesn't that sound great?
No, but listen, but all those people that everything's a hassle, or you're like, come on, this is no big deal, let's just go. And I thought, I am not going to be the girl that's 35 going, I'm too tired to see the Eagles.
No, they're going to be the 35-year-old that says it's too tiring to get up at 4 after seeing the Eagles.
I know, but it's like I was my grandma all of a sudden. Come on, grandma, let's go to Denny's for a Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity,
Love that.
or Moons Over My Hammy.
Yeah, because one's at IHOP, I think.
I know this.
You know what I like to get at IHOP? Mulder.
I know this stuff about one is over at IHOP. Just let me be. Jimmy, if
Yeah.
you've got problems, it can't hurt to pray.
No, it can't.
What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I'm not exactly sure. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Here's what I know from those 2 little songs we just played.
Yeah.
You're not currently sleeping with anyone.
No.
And Jack and I were dancing for the dentist.
I haven't had sex in like a month and a half or 2. Jesus. Loves me, this I know, for my Bible tells me so. Little one who
I don't think you should combine those.
Yes, Jesus love me, rock on. Yes, Jesus love me, rock on.
Nice. Kind of mixing it up.
Yeah, 2 months, I think. Has it been 2 months? Like a month and a half, 2 months.
Okay, now Jack had how long it has
It's
been.
the night of Kobe
how,
beef.
How long you dated Michael, the SS Michael.
Uh-huh.
But why are you looking at Jack and asking him how long it's been since you had sex?
Well, because the last time I had sex was with Builder Bob, and we had Kobe beef.
Right, it was the we're broken up, but we're gonna hook up.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And that's when you saw the Cannondale or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Or you
yeah.
saw her stuff. So
Yeah. Oh my
that probably
God.
was a month and a half ago.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. See, he cares about me.
No, that's not Karen. That's stalking.
No, it's not. It's me and Jack's trainer. We all talk all day long.
Some of you might want to consider working out with your trainers.
Are you calling me fat?
No, I'm saying you sit. No, I'm calling you talkative.
Remember, I'm not Havasu ready.
See, I didn't say that.
I told you that, right? Okay. And if I told you off the air, on the air.
By the way, drama in Jack's life coming up.
Really? Coming up. Okay.
Do you even know?
No.
I got it, buddy.
I
got the
but
drama.
it happened a month and a half ago. I have all the details. All right, first calls of the day. Let me push this random button. We get Gilbert. Hi, Gilbert. Your first call.
Hey,
of the
Gilbert.
day. Yeah. Gilbert?
Jamie and Danny, how you doing?
Hey, Gilbert.
Good morning, Jamie, Danny. How you doing?
Oh, we're good, Gilbert. Thanks for asking. What's going on with you there, big guy?
Oh, just wanted to say that I appreciate you guys making me laugh every morning.
Oh.
And Jamie was feeling kind of down about the topic of the day or whatever, but kind of public gives you back some appreciation. You guys are great. Actually, my ex-girlfriend turned me on to this show, and I've been listening to it ever since.
This is kind of a weird dichotomy. I don't know what he's saying, and I'm grateful.
I
really?
think he's saying that I'm upset because of the Mulder thing, and you guys wouldn't help me with stuff like that.
But the show's still
Eric
really
and I were on
good.
the same wavelength, too. I thought it was Mulder, too, from
Thank
the
you.
X-Files.
Yeah, see, Gilbert and I, we're like one, kind of.
You've got him.
Hey, Gilbert, what happened to your girlfriend?
Oh, she and I had problems.
Pray.
Kind of like you, Jamie. And
He's with you, though.
I miss her totally.
Well,
And
what-
I know that I had my own faults, and she had hers, and we're kind of like she's moving on, and I'm not
You're
ready to move on.
not.
kinda
You're
thing.
not?
Huh?
And you haven't moved on?
Not really.
Well,
No.
So what happened there, Gil?
She was a beautiful woman. She has a great heart and
I didn't
everything.
ask you about her. I asked you what happened. And I don't
What
mean to be
happened?
bitchy, but I
Whoa.
gotta kind of
Okay.
get to it.
All right, Jamie. I guess because I have kids and she has kids, and it sounds like that I wasn't too controlling.
Hey,
of my own
Gilbert, you know what I'm getting from you?
Yes.
What?
And I really like you a lot, Gilbert. So let me just tell you that first. You know, everything that you say is very indecisive. Do you understand that? Like you go,
I'm very confused right now. That's
okay.
why.
All right. Well, that
As
makes
far
sense.
as that relationship,
Yeah, because you know you haven't had a direct point about the relationship. You've been like, what were the words you used? Like, I hear that it might be, or I think, I don't know. Like everything's so indecisive. You don't use direct
my
words.
relationship with her has been wishy-washy. It's kind of like she calls me up on a Saturday and tells me how much she missed me, tells me how much she loves me, and no one's going to take my place, and blah blah blah. But yet she wants to move on, which really hurts.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
confusing.
I'm very wishy-washy.
Yeah, and I hate that
My
word
emotions
too.
went
There.
crazy.
Yeah, me too. I hate wishy-washy.
I don't.
And
Gil, you're kind of turning me against you today.
That's all right, Gil. I was against you from the beginning.
Hold on,
Oh.
Gil. Hold on. All right, you want to fly through these calls and
Sure.
then tell us about Jack's drama? Don't forget.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love to.
Here is Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Hi.
Boy, that's been a tough. I've lost my signal a few times. You've been on the phone with me since Valencia, and I'm like down on Figueroa now.
Oh, well,
Well,
say hi to my friend
yeah.
Jason. He lives in Valencia.
And we haven't moved, really. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
But
fine.
you've been all over with that. Anyway, listen, Jamie, you were talking about embarrassing things that your mate did, right?
Correct.
And it's like my husband didn't do it, but he instigated it. My ex-husband. He's from Argentina, and his mother came out here, and she was going to live with us, right?
Uh-huh.
So my daughter, this was years ago. My daughter is like 20 now, but she was about 2 years old,
Wow.
maybe a year and a half.
18 years
Still-
ago. Went to math
she was-
college.
She was still in diapers, right? And we were at
When she was
Lowry's. Remember
20?
Lowry's? Can I say that? Yeah, Lowry's on La Cienega.
Yeah, love
And
flowers.
real fancy, it was like
Right across from the Stinking Rose.
Right.
Right. And so,
Benihana.
not back then it wasn't, but yeah.
Antibiotics. Not
But-
out of business. Oh, is it? Yep.
yeah.
That
So,
Indian restaurant was right there.
Yeah. There's also another kind of place where you cook your own food in front of you.
That restaurant row.
Shabu Shabu.
Something like that.
So we were in the restaurant.
What kind of clothes do you wear to those places? Fancy or just California casual?
California casual.
Okay.
Yep.
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were in the restaurant, and my mother-in-law doesn't speak much English, right? She's from Argentina, and so my daughter, she dirty soiled her diapers, and really loud. I mean, like in perfect English. My mother-in-law goes, "Mia, the baby took a crap," but she said the word I can't say on the radio, really loud, and everybody turned around.
And Lowry's?
Yes.
Oh.
I know, but the thing was, is my husband thought that was so funny because was teaching her like all these words in English to say.
Your mom.
My mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
know. And I mean, everybody
Two for
turned
two.
around. Everybody turned around and stared at us.
Oh, that's gonna happen when somebody yells out, "Hey, the baby took a poop ski."
Did anybody else think the baby did that really loud?
Yes.
The way she said
yes.
that?
I thought
Okay,
the baby,
good.
just
No, it was
So
my
we're sitting there and the
mother-in-law.
baby does this really
yeah,
loud.
just that's what. Yeah.
Which would have been a better story.
How's your
by the way.
mother-in-law?
She's doing great. My daughter got her back when she was about 5 years old, 4.5. We went to go look at a house we were all moving into, and the lady was showing us, and my mother-in-law had to use the bathroom. And then when we were walking down the hall, it smelled really bad and really loud. My daughter said, "Pewy Abuelita, you stink." So,
Oh boy, you
got it
guys
back.
in that whole
Boy.
that is crazy. What you guys got going on there?
Oh, but you know what's great? I love telling these stories to the guys in college that my daughter's.
Oh, I'm sure she's happy too.
She's got to be thrilled about
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Paying La Poubelle has a funny story.
And now here's the deal: when we come home, my mom is gonna tell you these two stories.
Okay, pretend they're
got better
funny.
ones.
Right.
I got better ones.
Oh,
that
you know
really-
what, Jen? Why don't you? I'm gonna put you on hold. Can you tell Monica, and then she can tell us?
No, it's okay. I can't tell. My daughter wouldn't forgive me.
Oh no!
It's hard to believe that woman could possibly have better stories.
Monica, will you pick up line 33 and find out the really, really better story?
Her La Papanyapa was saying funny stuff. Can't
Here
beat that.
is Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
Hi.
About, like a couple conversations ago, as being tired, I'm 19 and I am.
Everybody
always-
has to stop saying that. We get in trouble.
Yeah, because apparently we don't stay on topic. We have ADD.
It's not even, we're an hour into the show and two in a row have said, well, this goes with what you were saying an hour ago.
Or actually, Jennifer said, "You guys are kind of all over the place."
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Don't say that. Stop.
sorry.
We get memos. Anyway, go ahead, Steph. Just kidding, kind of.
No, but I am always tired. I haven't I don't go out anymore. I'm 19 and I should be having fun and everything.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it. I don't remember the last movie that I've seen. And I have a
Maybe you have that
boyfriend
carpal tunnel. No, it's
Do your
Epstein
finger-
bar.
Do your fingers hurt when you're tired?
No, maybe you have that fake Epstein bar crap that everybody bitches about.
Oh no. I just work and I go to school full time and I have a boyfriend, so it's you're not getting old because I know I'm not old and
You're just
I'm
tired.
always tired. So.
Do you
You're
find-
tired from having fun. You go to school, you have a boyfriend.
Yeah, but she's not going out and having fun, she said. Hey,
Yeah.
Stephanie,
Yeah?
here's a question. Do you find that you get nothing done by having a boyfriend?
What do you mean by that?
Like
he
because I haven't
distracts
had a
me?
boyfriend in the last couple of months, and I've got so much stuff done.
No, he's a really, really good guy, and he helps me and motivates me to actually do my homework and get stuff done and go to work and.
Well, that's good
things
because
like
I
that.
don't know what happens. Like when you start dating or whatever, you're so absorbed
Into
into
it,
each
yeah.
other that you just don't do any of your stuff. The last 2 months, I've got stuff done. It's kind
Good
of
for you.
No, it was like that the first couple months, definitely. But we've been going out for a little over a year now, and so.
And what are you going to be when you grow up?
I think I want to be a teacher.
A teacher, good one. All right.
Yeah.
Except for Jack, yesterday you were bitching about teachers or something. Remember yesterday I said something about teaching certificates?
Oh, you have to be around kids.
Oh, yeah. Jack
that's
doesn't want to be around kids all day.
I don't mind it.
She doesn't mind it, Jack. She's fine with it. And by the way, you have a kid. You're going to be around one all day.
Right, but my kid is different than 30 of other people's kids who don't respect me and just torture me
Kindergarten.
every day,
You
day
got to
in,
teach
day out.
kindergarten.
Yeah.
I talked to
still
Lisa.
adorable.
She doesn't
Have
respect
the
you.
attitude.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right, Stephanie. At kindergarten, they still don't know that they can treat you like crap.
Right.
Yeah,
And they
exactly.
still look up to you.
And you still have to do what the teacher tells you.
Exactly.
Right.
Right around second grade, they turn on you.
Yes, they
That's the
do.
landlord, no.
All right, Stephanie, thanks for the phone call.
No problem.
All right, bye. That's Stephanie. She's 19. She's very tired.
Yes.
Alex, hi.
Hey, how's it going?
We're good. Hey.
All right. So, I'm 16 years old, right? This is about 6 years ago.
22.
I'm living in
Ha-ha.
yeah. My mom and my stepdad are fighting, right? And they go into their room. My stepdad's like a shady character, so I'm like, well, is he hitting my mom, you know? So I go, close to the door. I'm, crouched right by the door listening to him, in, a fetal position. And, I'm wondering if he's hitting her, and all of a sudden he opens the door and he's in his boxers. They were stooking.
Oh, you heard your mommy stuck.
Yeah, I know.
What word are you guys saying?
It's like
It was,
stuck,
it was
but
probably
it's
the
stuck.
single most embarrassing
It's
moment
stuck, right?
in my life.
Yeah.
Why did we change it to stuck?
He did, and you didn't not only call him on it, you said it.
I know, but it's stup. Isn't it? It can be
That's
whatever
not
you
bad,
want.
is it?
No, you're fine.
It's shtick.
No, it's
Stick.
stup. I don't know. Hey, Alex,
Yeah.
that's hot.
No.
Maybe you could learn some moves and some lingo from your mom.
Please.
I think to this day he's got to think I'm like this creeper, like who wants to listen to his mom have sex.
What's your son-in-law like? He's a creeper.
Dude, I came out the door one day and he was just sitting there listening to me and his mom.
We were stooking, and he was a creeping.
Yeah, that is creepy. What'd you say to him?
I just kind of got up and looked at him and walked away. And,
You didn't give him a high five? Hey, way to do my mom.
No, he
a
said,
couple years
stop
later,
the
I told my mom
stooking.
about it, and she thought it was the most hilarious thing ever.
Why did they break up?
Because he
Well,
was
he was a
creepy.
dick.
Oh, well, there's that. Okay, that's nice. Because he's wearing boxers while he's having sex.
Yeah. Did he have his socks on? This guy shows no respect. So I'm talking to Jack.
Yeah.
This is actually fun. Now I see why you do it so much. So I'm talking to Jack. Speaking of families that embarrass you, although I don't know that this is really appropriate, but it's about your family. And there's a little drama. At least if I were Jack, I think there would be drama. Okay, her play. Speaking of drama, her play No Exit opens tomorrow, right?
Jack's wife.
Jack's wife.
Yeah,
Right,
who's
thank
her?
you. Jack's wife's play opens tomorrow night.
Just some her.
Yeah. Opens tomorrow night. That's where she's been all this time. We kind of been hassling her about where you've been every night. So the play is going to open. She's going to know all her lines, and that will explain where she's been every night.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, that's the good part. Here's the bad news. What would you think Mrs. Hines' name is?
Probably Sparkle Hines.
That's what I would have thought, but no. She goes and is billed by Sparkle Brienne.
Or Gretchen. You can use her real name.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. Good. So you're not in the witness.
Well.
Good. Mine too.
Right, but
All right.
it's just confusing with all these Gretchens. Who would ever think
Right.
you'd say that?
Right.
But it is.
Right.
Yes.
When do you run into those? So she still uses her maiden name, which
I know what you
think-
mean. Like, there's so many fancy pantses.
Right, exactly.
I say,
That's why I don't talk about mine.
Right.
right, and I don't even wear mine for fear of confusion.
Right.
Anywho, to
So
what?
she still uses her maiden name, which I think she just does is like this big time saver of changing anything back.
Can I tell you something? I know a girl that's not so happily married, allegedly, and she also sent thank you notes from her wedding with her maiden name. And I thought, this is a problem.
Yeah, so I see that as a little bit of a problem. Although
Yeah, but it doesn't.
she's the prettiest
yeah,
one in
but
this
it's her
picture.
stage name.
Right, it's her stage name, and if she used her full name, it would just sound like the most German name ever, Gretchen Heinz. So I think she
Well,
put
yeah,
the Brienne
and
to take it
because
down
you
a
she
haven't-
could use
wait.
that car we rode in the parade in.
But
Yeah.
the problem is you have an E on the end, too, so she might say, like, Sparkle Heine.
Right.
Yeah.
Although
Which sounds like something really cool.
Can you guys hold on for a second? And I hate to do this to you, but somebody's calling from Iraq, and I feel like it's long
oh,
distance.
Yeah, no.
And there might be a war going on. You know, it's not quite Jack's wife's drama.
No, I mean, we'll get back to it, but I just feel, like a long distance, Iraq call. Yeah,
Right, yeah, what the
yeah,
hell.
yeah. Hey, Christopher,
Hey, Jamie, how's it going?
how are you? We've missed you. I talked
I'm
about you
fine.
the other day.
Yeah.
We haven't heard from you. We were worried.
Yeah, Monica had sent me an email saying that you guys had just mentioned my name a few days ago.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
we were worried about you.
concerned.
I'm sorry, say again?
We were worried about you.
Oh, thank you.
How's it going there, buddy?
It's going fine. It's getting kind of hot now, but aside from that, it's going pretty good.
I'm sorry. What do you do in Iraq?
I'm in communications. I work for a wire platoon. Basically, I'm in charge of setting up the whole telephone system.
Because
for
we
our
read
regiment.
the news here,
Yeah.
and when I talk to a guy stationed in Iraq, I would never expect to hear, how's it going? Well, it's getting a little warm. It's a little toasty here.
Yes, Jack?
I have a quick question. Have you seen any of those camel spiders? Have you seen these things they've been talking about?
Oh, no, we haven't seen camel spiders.
What
yet.
are
People
camel
keep talking
spiders,
about 'em.
Christopher?
They're supposedly spiders that have a temperament to go ahead and eat away at flesh, but that's kind of like a myth.
Yeah, they're about
Oh.
a foot long.
He says it's a myth.
Well, they're huge.
Yeah, it's sort of. They're not too bad. I mean, they're a little bit worse than your normal average house spider, but Just as long as you leave them alone, they won't mess with you.
Aside from the heat, would the, I don't know, Iraqi insurgents be a bit of a problem?
Yeah, that's sometimes a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you scared?
No. This is my second time out here. I'm fine with it, and I know I have a family back home waiting for me. So no, I'm not scared at all.
Well, that's good. And what part of Iraq are you kind of in? I mean, like, is there like Fallujah?
Actually, right outside of Fallujah.
Oh, yeah. Because Fallujah to me sounds like a spa, like a resort, but it's not.
Or exfoliate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you getting any Iraqi action? I mean, like, are there any hot Iraqi chicks?
Wait, say again?
Are there any hot Iraqi chicks?
No.
No. So it's just like you just kind of have to like kill some time with, that thing that guys do.
I mean, I work pretty much. I work like about 13 hours a day, so the rest of my time is spent just.
Really? Because last night I watched the Eagles.
Right. And Benjamin Franklin only slept 3 hours a day, you bum.
So what do you guys do for fun?
Shoot at Iraqi insurgents?
That's not fun.
Lately, actually, I've been going online as much as I can. I listen to you guys' radio station until you guys go off, and then sometimes I'll just, I don't know, email my wife, and then I go and work out most of the time, too. So
Now-
I work at least 3 hours a day.
Christopher, can I help you with your fun at all? I mean, can I send you like some girly magazines, some cigarettes, some anything?
Actually, I don't smoke, but yeah, I mean, anything would probably be helpful.
Now, will you get them? We were sending my brother-in-law, Gretchen's little brother, a big packet of cigarettes and girly stuff, and we had a Marine at my house while we were doing it, and they said, that'll never get to him. They'll just steal it.
The mail right now is running pretty slow. I mean, say about 6 weeks average for our package to get here. My wife had sent me a box over a month ago, though, and I haven't received it yet. So.
Oh, you're
I
kidding.
don't know. Yes.
So somebody steals it maybe?
Yeah, well, you have people going to the mail, plus sometimes the mail gets compromised on its way up, so.
So I'm going to put caution, poop inside, so nobody will open it.
that might work. Maybe no one will touch it then.
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe something like that. All right, well, Christopher, we're so happy that you're okay because we were worried about you and we hadn't heard from you in a while, and
we were concerned, but it turns out the temperature's the highest thing on your fear list.
Yeah, what is the temp there,
Yes.
Chris? I think he's
Right
blocking.
now, it's averaging about in between probably 97 and about 103 right now.
So
But it will get
statistically,
hotter,
Jack.
You could be stationed in the valley.
Wow. Christopher, we really are proud of you, and we're glad that you're alive and kicking and well. And do you want to say hi to your family?
Yeah, actually, I do. I want to say hi to my Sadie, that I want to tell her a lot, and my two kids, Luis and Angela, and to the rest of my family who are listening, that I miss everybody, and I can't wait to get home.
And what's your wife's name again?
Seda.
Celia? Celia.
Seda, S-A-Y-D-A.
Seva.
Seda. Say.
Seda,
I don't.
there you go, there you
yeah.
go.
Anyway,
You got
whatever.
it right.
Hi.
And now, Christopher, when do you come back?
That's kind of up in the air. We're supposed to be back in talking about next. We don't know.
Well, now, do you think it's the phone or the
I'll
government?
be home when I get home.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow.
Because I didn't think we were going to get it when he said where he was stationed.
Yeah.
But now they're editing the name of his wife, and I think that's fascinating.
When might you be back?
I'm saying somewhere between September and March.
Oh, all right. Because I hope that we can meet you there, Christopher, and take you out to dinner and stuff.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, sure. All right, well, Christopher, I was going to put you on hold, but that would be stupid, so I'm just going to let you go because we have to take a little break. But we're glad you're good.
Okay.
All right, and we'll say hi to the Mrs. Seda
No.
and Lewis and the little one
Gustavo.
Angela.
Angela and the parents, and then and hopefully you'll be back soon, okay?
Okay, thanks a lot.
And by the way,
guys take
thank you
care,
for
too.
doing this for us.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, see you later.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. Good luck to you. He sounds bored.
I don't think that's. He seemed almost unaware there's a war going on.
I think he's blocking.
Is that what it is?
I've done it. From Iraq back to Jack.
Okay, so his wife's play, that would be her, opens tomorrow night. What's the theater? The name of the theater?
I believe it's the Sidewalk Studio.
Sidewalk Studio, and you can get a map there.
Right.
So the other thing, so she uses her maiden name, which kind of bugs me a little bit. And then one of my favorite characters, the Iceman, because I met him. He's an actor. His name's Ice. Fired.
Oh, Jack, that's tragic.
The play opens
Tomorrow night, sorry.
Tomorrow night. And they fired the Iceman.
Why, Jack? Why? That was the guy you were jealous of.
The Iceman didn't know his lines.
Oh, yeah, that's gotta
But they didn't. He caused drama, so they'd have to fire him so that he could get out of it and not admit he didn't know his lines.
So is there someone to cover for the ice?
Yes, boy.
His
say.
understudy or whatever you call it?
And I don't know that this counts as drama, but everybody's got a funny name and plays a character with a funny name.
By the way, Jack, if people want to go to your wife's play, can they get tickets?
They can just go to my website, drunkjack.com. There's a link
Perfect.
to all the.
Oh, it's the Sidewalk Studio.
I'll put it on mine too. Drunkjack.com for tickets to this. You know, it's interesting because your wife uses her maiden name and she doesn't take your name at all. And I was telling you that a girl I know that was married sent me a thank you note and it had her maiden name still on it. I mean,
Right.
and it wasn't that she had, it was an old envelope or something like that. She-
Right.
But it was weird because I don't see her that often. She lives in Colorado, and we went out and you guys, I haven't even talked about her, but I'll just call her Brandy. Brandy from Colorado. You guys don't know her.
Okay.
You guys don't know her.
None of us know.
Nobody knows her. It's Brandy from
If there's
Colorado.
one thing I know, it's that I don't know Brandy.
From Colorado.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, I saw her, I don't know, not too long ago, last month or something. We had lunch, dinner, whatever. And she was telling me she was looking at her cell phone. Now, she's newly married. She was looking at her cell phone and she goes, oh, my backup plan called.
Oh.
I go, what's that? And she goes, well, there's this guy and I kind of just keep him there handy as my backup plan if my marriage doesn't fix itself. Can you believe that?
No. You can't. That will end your marriage, having a backup plan. Your backup plan should be working through it.
I know. And she said work itself out.
Right.
And they've only been married, I don't know, like 8 months, 9 months, something like that.
I mean, I've been married 14 years, and for 13 of it, Gretchen would like any other life.
Right?
But we work through that every day.
Yeah. And then she leaves, hi. And she leaves this little message for him. And I'm like, oh my God. And this guy knows that he's the backup plan. And she knows that if her marriage doesn't go right, she's
It's
got to.
embarrassing for everyone involved.
You think?
It's embarrassing to be the backup plan. You said he knows he's the backup
Yeah,
plan.
he does.
It's embarrassing for her to have a backup plan after getting married and, keeping him dangling. And the innocent husband, you can't help but be embarrassed for the guy because his wife has a backup plan. Everyone in that story is humiliated.
And the fact that he doesn't know about the backup plan.
Yeah.
And I do.
Right.
And I don't see her
Thank
that
God
often.
her real name's not Brandy and she's from Wyoming. And we don't know her.
We don't know her. Brandy from Colorado, married 8-9 months.
Right. Never met.
Never met her.
I don't know her.
I saw her once.
I don't even drink brandy.
Actually, I have a friend named Brandy, and she works at the Cheesecake Factory in Marina Del Rey, and I love her.
But not her.
It's not her.
Right.
She's not married. She put pink in her hair, and I thought it looked stupid. But that's just another Oprah. By the way, I hear about this crap all the time, and I never believe that people are duped by this.
Yeah, what?
Listen to this. Dear Citibank member, this email was sent by the Citibank server to verify your email address. You must complete this process by clicking on the link below and entering in the small window your Citibank ATM debit card number and the PIN that you use on your ATM. It looks really official, you
Right.
guys, that you use on your ATM. I mean, for a split second, I was like, oh, okay. This is done for your protection because some of our members no longer have access to their email addresses and we must verify it. To verify your email address and access your bank account, click on the link below. And it's like .web.citibank.com.verify. So it looks really
It looks really real.
and it says thank you for using Citibank. And you hear about all these people duped by it, and I'm like, that is
Who
so.
falls for that?
But for a split second, I was that person. I mean, it really is amazing how official that looks.
It does look official.
God, I just got that. And, like old people giving out what they do, I guess, is they can get the first part of your credit card number.
Right.
And so then they'll call and go, hi, we've had a report of a credit card being used, unauthorized user. Your credit card number is 276. And then the old lady or old man or myself, old, will go, no, it's 455763, and give out the whole number. Because that's how they do it. Is make you correct them. What?
You know what I just thought of? They should have a reverse security question, because when I call my credit card company, they ask me, what's your mother's maiden name or whatever, and I tell them. They should have a question they have that they know the answer to that I get to ask them, because anybody could say, what's your mother's maiden name? And you'd instantly give it to them.
Oh, by the way, Jack, hello, all of FP's phone records, Visa records, all that stuff, I can see.
Right.
It is so easy.
Right, but Jack's like a genius.
No, I know he is, because I mean it's scary how easy it is. I got all his Visa transactions, all his phone records, everything, because I knew his mother's maiden name, his social security number, and his date of birth. And you could just sign on.
Well, that's real info, though. That's not just your mother's maiden name, because they ask and you tell.
By the way,
that's the funny thing.
Having sex with him for 6 years, you might as well just at least know the mother's maiden name. You don't get to meet her.
Right. That's fair.
Such a boys' club in this room. I'm always left out.
Well, you have the room.
I know, but I come in, you guys are all boobies.
Well, because we've all reached the same level. I said to Jack as he was walking past me, he said, "Excuse me, sir," just like that. And I said to him, "You know, you're coming off really nice today." And he said, "I'm tired. I've finally had my spirit broken."
Oh, Jack, you said that?
Oh, please, there's so much more.
What?
So Stench goes, "I know what you mean, man. My wife said, 'What do you want for your birthday?' And I said, 'I'll tell you what I want.' Why don't you tell Jamie what you told the lovely missus what you want for your birthday?"
When is your birthday?
It's still like over a month away.
Okay.
And I told her, you know what I really want is a hotel room away from you and the children. And I want to stay there for a weekend completely alone and sleep.
God.
So I said, "Hey, as a birthday present, I'll pay for that. If I can go."
No.
That's what I said.
Oh, this is where the funny part comes.
So we all just want, the three-party beasts in here just want to go away and snooze.
Wow. Well, you
No
know,
hookers, no booze, no drugs, just sleep.
well, this show evolves. I mean, you know, it's funny because like 1 minute I'm not doing anything and I'm sitting with my cat, you know, like being all bummed, and you're out highfalutin and Jack's out, and then slowly, like, next thing we know, Jack's always at home with the baby. Last night I went to a pretty cool party. And then Stench is staying at home watching The Bachelor and AI.
We're broken men, Jamie.
I
Broken
know.
men.
Remember when y'all used to go out, play tennis, drink from the tennis
can.
ball holder?
That was the perfect life.
Yeah. Now y'all just sit at home. Jack watched the OC last night.
Ah, you're gay.
Duh. Well, yesterday you had on the board that you're
You're
really,
gay
really,
and
really, really,
articulate.
really gay. What happened?
So not last night, but the night before, my night consisted of, it started with going to Target to buy socks for the baby.
Wow, that says it all.
Then, no, it doesn't, because then I came home and made cookies while I
No, you
watched
did not.
American
Shut up.
Idol.
Don't.
Whoa!
Wow.
You can't get gayer than that.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have sounded gayer had you said, "So I went to Target to get
baby
socks for
socks.
the baby, slept with some man, and then made cookies."
You know, you can put both of those feet into just one of your socks. Save some money.
Right, and then do the three-legged race.
Now, first of all, Jack, why the sock issue? Why not buy socks with Pampers or something?
Well, because I'm the woman of the household, I decided as I was dressing my baby that all her socks were too small because she's getting big, and it drove me nuts. So I ran out to get big girl socks.
What, big 6 month socks?
We're up to even though she's only 5.5 months, 5.5 months old. We're using 1-year-old socks now.
Wow.
And he doesn't mean old socks. They're brand new socks for a 1-year-old.
Yeah. Wow. Remember when you used to like get drunk and steal the keys to heavy machinery and drive it around Burbank?
Yeah. Those
Yeah,
are the
now you're
days.
buying baby socks. Because it drives me nuts. The little feeties are
And
cold.
the big pride moment of his day, she's only 5.5 months and they're using 1-year-old socks.
Yeah.
What percentile is she in?
Big socks, big boobs.
That's what they say.
So, Jack, what kind of cookies?
They're chocolate peanut butter chip cookies.
Wow.
Did you just break open that scary can?
No. I made them from scratch.
Shut up. No, you did not.
Yes,
No.
I did.
With eggs and everything?
With eggs and flour and sugar, and I mixed it all up. I even have a bruise on my hand because I used a spoon to
Don't
mix it.
ever tell anybody that.
No, I know.
Wait.
I have a
did
bruise on my hand.
He suffered
from
a cookie-making injury.
Exactly.
You made him from scratch?
Yep, my wife likes them that way.
He's not my friend.
Wow, you're being denied by stench.
Now, did you have a cookbook open?
There's a recipe on the back of the chips.
Don't.
Yeah, on the back of the chocolate chips, there's a recipe.
Semi-sweet?
They're the Reese's peanut butter and chocolate chip combo. They're mixed in. They're really good.
What color
Me and
apron
the
you
other
wear?
girls love them.
Do you wear an apron?
No, but I would if I had one. I just don't happen to have an
I
apron.
can get you one.
You know what? No,
do you have a
I have
funny,
several.
Do you have a funny oven mitt?
It has like hot peppers all over it. Is that funny? It's not
No.
shaped like
Mine's
anything.
a Hawaiian girl.
See,
Mine's a
that's better.
fish.
Yours
Yeah,
is a
those
fish.
are better.
What do you have?
Mine
Say
are
you
just,
don't know.
Mine are just checkered. I have two, a matching set.
I don't even know where my fish is. I just use a whole roll of paper towels.
Yeah, once I
Because
used
I'm a real man. When I bake cookies, I just use paper towels to get the sheet
Jack,
out.
you'll be happy to know this. Once I used a sock.
That'll burn her hand. You use 2 or 3.
Yeah, 1-year-old socks, no less.
Here's the thing that frightens me most about this entire segment is I think we've done the funny oven mitt show before.
That's sad.
All right. Hi, we're back. Yay.
Yay.
Oh, my God. Yay. Hey, here's a little rundown of what's going on the big show. First of all,
I can't wait to hear this.
here in a little bit ski, Bonnie Fuller of Star Magazine. They have a whole new look at Star Magazine.
And it's great.
Yep. She's going to give us a whole lowdown. Jen and Brad, I love them together. Please don't make them stop.
Okay.
So she's
I'm
gonna,
on the case.
She's going to give us an update about that. Omarosa, apparently her dad's dead or something. So she'll give us everything about all that stuff. So
Her dad was murdered, right?
we'll find out. Danny, it's a tease.
I thought that was the tease because they reveal who did it.
I'm not sure. Anyway, so she
That's
was-
when I got a little static on the 4 o'clock conference call.
Yeah.
It was right about how we're going to do the Omarosa story.
Danny and I are a little poop skied. I went to a really kick-ass party last night. Sorry to brag, but I have to. Thanks to Jim Wayne. I saw the Eagles this big fish far away.
Right.
The Eagles are amazing. I love them so much. Desperado, my favorite song ever. So they played. Everybody was like, it was kind of a tough crowd because it's all people in suits and it was everybody from
Right.
CBS, and they kind of didn't really get into it.
Right,
You know?
well, they've seen it all.
Yeah.
You know?
And I talked to our friend Ray Romano.
Very nice.
Yeah. He ignored the hell out of me, but I acted like we were friends, and
Good,
so that was cool.
good,
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
good.
yeah. And those meals never really that good when
Nope.
they serve them in mass quantities. But that's what I did, so I'm a little sleepy. Danny did a whole thing, had a dinner party at his house.
I sat a big fish away from Janice Dickinson's private parts.
Yes, yes.
And then after talking to her for a while, I realized she didn't actually possess any private parts.
No, they're all open to the public.
Yeah, and she's good with that.
And then Jack, of course, baked cookies.
From scratch and suffered an injury.
Yeah, rubbed his wife's bunions and, fanned her off and then watched the OC. What should we know about the OC, Jack?
Well, actually, I was so exhausted I dozed off halfway through, but I
No.
know that oh my God, my brain's
Oh, hey, nice. You know what? I'm going to come to you more often.
right. I wasn't prepared with the OC.
That's
What do you have to prepare?
They all have stupid names. The Caleb is marrying the one girl's mom, and so the wedding is in 2 weeks, and they were getting ready for that.
Did they have a like a bridal shower?
Somebody got
They
beat.
were preparing that.
I saw that in the previews while
Okay.
watching American Idol.
And then there's, of course, what Stench did last night, which is he watched The Bachelor and American Idol. I love The Bachelor, and I was excited about this one because he's a pro football player and stuff.
This
and-
one's good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, so we have some of the clips from it. Is there anything we should know before we play any of these?
The first clip coming out, okay, everyone hates Trish. Trish is the girl that was the model that sits around in the butt floss and has been with a lot of guys, and she's a gold digger, so they all hate her.
Right, and she's copped to the 35 guys, is that right?
That's what she does in this clip. They're
Okay.
sitting around talking about they're playing a game where I've never slept with more than
Oh, I
10
wanna
guys.
play.
And then you take a drink if you have. So she drinks to everything anybody says in the room, and then they
So
finally
she's
just
a-
turns to grill Trish.
A drunk tramp.
Yeah.
I'm against
Evan.
those. All right, so here, and by the way, look at what you've become watching The Bachelor. And
It's good this year. They got a spy. Oh, and we find out who the stalker was last night. You can see who it's going to be.
oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
going to be
well.
Jessie H, the girl.
Good
Look
tease.
at you.
Not Jesse,
You used to know
the
football
Bachelor.
teams and stats on
Hey,
football.
this is what I like about it the most. Jesse is a quarterback for my favorite team, the New York Giants. Even though he's like a third-string bencher, it's still cool. I can watch. It's my team.
So how are the Lakers doing? Do you know that part?
Lakers, Game 3 tomorrow night in Houston.
Okay.
You know
well,
what?
I'm
Two
going to give
games
it
to
to him
none.
then.
I'm getting kind of frightened that he doesn't actually need us.
No, I'm just excited because if he didn't have the Lakers
Right.
stuff, then I was the.
Then how do you help Jack?
Well, yeah, because I'm like in a room of homos, you know.
I'm a sports homo.
All right, here's the first clip from the.
We were all just being kind of silly and goofy, and it got into sexual discussion. And Trish took it to a level that kind of made it disgusting.
Honestly, I don't know. I kind of just. And it's not that I lost track.
Okay, honestly, if you had to gather maybe a guess.
I would say probably 30 to 35.
Okay.
I
couldn't believe how slutty Trish is. It did disgust me.
Okay, I have a question. Have you ever slept with a married man? Yes.
Oh.
Who hasn't?
35 guys and she slept with a married man, and that's the cutoff for other chicks. That's when you're a full-blown slut.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of intake.
And his spy's sitting right there, and they don't know that.
Oh.
Makes it even better.
Oh, she's
Right.
gonna tell, huh?
Because you know that any girl's going to say, 4. I've been with 4.
Actually, here's a little clip where the spy does tell the Bachelor what's happening.
Trish.
I can tell you that she's open, but the things that she's open about and the things that she says, the things that come out of her mouth are so hurtful and hateful and the worst things I've ever heard. If you need to tell...
No, tell me. I want to know.
She has slept with a married man and thinks that the wife is a dumbass for not knowing. Yeah. I love you, but if you ever marry a woman like that, I would not be able to be your friend.
Wow.
But he still likes her. Even after all that, he still likes her.
And by the way, friends and family always come back
Always.
around. You know, even if you pick the
Yeah.
Trish, they always come back around
Right.
because if they really care about you, they care about what you
On
want.
a couple of occasions, I've picked the Trish.
Yeah, I think I've been with people that have been with Trish. All right, Jack, number 5. Can you play that one?
Jenny dropped a bomb on me when she talked to me about Trish. I mean, it really took me by surprise when she said that, and that's something I have to really think about. But it's not Jenny's decision, it's my decision. So I now know that I have to confront Trish about certain things.
She's not a mother of your children. She doesn't even like kids. Okay? She thinks they're dirty nuisances.
Wow.
Kind of.
She's letting it rip.
Well, she's
Yeah.
half right, though.
She's totally right.
Kids are dirty nuisances. You just love them anyway.
Let's see here. It goes to ask the girls if they do charity where Tristan's. Okay, so is number 3? Is he on a date with her with Trish? I don't get it.
He's on a double date. Trish is one of the girls. It's him and 2 girls, and then they start talking about charity because he's like a really good guy.
Okay,
it
so he's
seems.
on a double date with 2 girls,
Yeah,
and one of them being
and
Trish.
one of them is Trish,
All right,
yes.
Jack, number 3, please.
Do you guys ever do stuff with charities or kids or anything like that?
I used to do a lot of volunteer work.
The topic of charity came up, and Jesse and Manny do have a lot in common on that ground. Unfortunately, at that point, I didn't have anything to contribute to the conversation.
That was Trish.
Dude, if you're going to be the drunk tramp, just make stuff up.
Yeah, well.
Oh, I started the fun for kids with limps.
At least she didn't lie, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. And finally, she did indeed do get a rose. Jack, number 8, if you don't mind. Here is Jesse explaining why he gave Trish, the evil Santa, a rose.
I decided to give Trish a rose only because it would be very unfair if I were to judge Trish based solely off what Jenny has told me without ever confronting Trish about it.
Well, you know what,
Yeah,
though?
right.
That's fair because you don't know if, people get in little cat fights and
Yeah.
spread.
Also, possibly a producer said, "Are you crazy? don't moose the drunk tramp."
And he gave his spy got the boot this week. He didn't give her a rose, so she's not around anymore.
He did?
Yeah. The spy is gone.
The spy's not just the spy, it's his best friend, right?
Yeah, but he just kept her around so that he could thin the herd and get to the people he really liked, and she'd give him inside info.
You know, I have heard from experience that chicks really like being referred to as the herd. They take that really well.
Yeah, we love that. Especially when we're put out to pasture.
Yeah, thin the herd.
All right, Jack. What's number 2, Stench?
Number 2, that's the girl that becomes the stalker. This is just in the very beginning of the show. She's talking about how all the other girls are pretty and she's never going to get a rose and he spent no time with her. And you start to realize she's going to be the stalker. And as the show goes on,
wrapped up.
you figure it out.
Jack.
I knew I wasn't getting an alone date. I was very depressed and hurt and sad. He doesn't know me at all, the least of anyone here. There's no way I'm getting a rose.
That was the very beginning of the show.
Okay, and here he is spending time with the stalker number 6, Jack.
My alone time with Jessie H was kind of uncomfortable. The way she was touching me, the way she was doing things, it honestly kind of weirded me out.
I have to be able to kiss Jesse because his lips are so gorgeous and his eyes are so beautiful and his voice is like mesmerizing the way he talks and anyway, I want to kiss him so bad.
Honestly, I was very creeped out.
She's the stalker.
Yeah, baby.
All right, so who didn't get a rose? Jesse H?
Jesse H didn't get a rose. His Jenny, which is the spy, didn't get a rose. And I don't remember the girl's name. The dark-haired girl that's a professional cheerleader didn't get a rose.
Who dumps the cheerleader?
All right, here is one of the chicks not getting a rose. Did she cry?
This is Jessie the stalker not getting a rose.
Oh, okay, sorry.
She cried.
I came here to get over a really bad broken heart and it seems like I kind of got my heart broken again. It definitely hurts, but I will get through it. I've done it before. I don't want to talk anymore.
And she cried and had to leave the camera because she was so upset.
Oh, she's not good at TV.
And she knew she was not going to get a rose beforehand.
You're scared. I mean, really. Don't be this guy.
She's so the stalker, dude.
Finally, this is the promo for next week's show.
Another stellar episode.
Oh my God, The Bachelor.
Jenny returns to tell the women the truth. When they discover her betrayal, things get ugly. And Trish realizes that Jesse probably knows all of her dirty secrets.
All I thought to myself was, oh, crap.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, you hate it when you confide in somebody and then they tell.
I know that you're a New York Giant, but I've slept with the Green Bay Packers.